Hi everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Red Cup Conversation at Flax Bar. We are here in the beautiful Bixby Knolls area of Long Beach at the historic John Lee Hooker House.
Yes.
And Aaron, a little background on why we're here.
Well, it was during COVID where John and I, we were sitting across from my pool here, and they closed all the bars down in Bixby Knolls. So I decided to build one and bring the bar home. So we were sitting here drinking and talking, eating, getting fat. And we started talking about Long Beach politics and other stuff, just everything Long Beach. We're everything Long Beach anyway. So I said, hey, John came up with the idea and said, hey, let's start interviewing people and come back here and sit at the bar. So he created the concept. Okay, that's a good idea.
Just to talk to people, we would go out to different restaurants and bars, whatever, and just talk to people. And during COVID, we talk to each other, so we know each other inside and out. So let's talk to other people. Everybody has a story. It was a good timing that it is the campaign season, and we just let's go with politics.
Right.
We are not a political show. We are not professional.
No, not professional. No professional training whatsoever.
No. So here we are. Today we have Linda Valdez. She's running for the Council District 5, the Big Fifth, as we say.
Now, yes.
The Big Fifth. Big Fifth. And so we have her here to kind of tell us a little bit about herself and her vision of the Council District 5.
And why she want to do this.
Yeah, why do you want to do this?
Why would I want to do it?
So go ahead and tell the world who Linda is.
Well, I am originally from a small town in Texas outside of Houston, where I grew up working in our family business. We owned a gas station. Full service back then. Yeah.
Love business.
I was 12 years old, pumping gas, checking oil, cleaning windshield, airing up tires. It was a great way to grow up. And we survived the OPEC embargo, if anybody remembers that.
Yes, I do.
And the gas shortage, that was in the early 70s.
Odd or even, right?
Yeah, exactly. You do remember. Yeah. Well, then, after high school, I started working with a local contractor, and I was a carpenter and welder helper for many years. It was a great job. I enjoyed it. And but then I came to California on vacation, and then I went home, saved up for a year, and came back, and it's been home ever since. Been here for over 30 years now.
Did you land in Long Beach first, or did you explore other parts of
Huntington Beach?
Okay.
Not too far away.
Wow.
20 years there, and when it came time for us to buy, it was Long Beach.
Yeah.
We liked it because of the diversity. That's usually like the first thing people
Yes.
talk about when they talk about Long Beach. It's so diverse, and it wasn't too big of a city, too small. So I met my husband here. Well, actually in Huntington Beach. He's a South Bay guy, as we discussed. And he was just getting into law school, and I was producing concerts and events for a Latino ad agency. Worked on accounts like Ford and Nestle. I did that for about 18 years or so. Yeah. Then I got into education. I was an assistant director of admissions at the Art Institute in LA. Loved that job, loved working with students. But then they closed that school down over 6 years ago, and I became an independent contractor working for a seed company out of Colorado. And I managed the inventory for over 100 grocery stores and nurseries in Southern California.
Green thumb.
Yeah. And I, spend a lot of time encouraging people to garden, to grow their own food, and be self-sustaining, and to develop their own native habitat, which I see you guys have done around here.
Desperate times take
Desperate.
I guess, as they say, right?
This is your native habitat.
This is my native habitat.
And it's hot enough today that we'll probably jump in the pool. But, just kind of following up on some of the, the key issues that we hear, in the neighborhood. And so we hear a lot about homeless. We hear a lot about, crime, quality of life.
Yes.
Some of the, Queen Mary comes up a lot.
Oh, boy.
And so, what's your take on the homeless situation? How do we fix it? I mean, is it the possible to fix? Do we have a solution for it?
What's your take?
Wow. Well, there's a lot of reasons.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
oh, yeah.
I think that people become unhoused. It could be medical bankruptcy,
Yeah.
which is really sad. People get priced out of their low-income homes, buildings that become fair market value, addiction,
Yeah.
mental illness,
Yeah.
PTSD,
Yeah.
all of those reasons. And family rejection of children who are gay or trans. So, the homeless situation is just so complicated. But what I feel strongly is that we need to unburden our peace officers from responding to the calls that are related.
We got a Bixby pause coming up, everyone.
Yes.
We do.
So,
Which aircraft?
Where's our pause right now?
Is this Southwest? So anyway, that's the iconic Bixby pause when planes fly over. And so you'll see that we do it right now. And so you were talking about the unburdening the police.
Yes, I think it's really important that we unburden the peace officers from the calls that they get on unhoused people. 30% or so that are actually mentally ill. That's a high number. But last Tuesday at the City Council meeting, the council was talking about continuing funding for a program called REACH. Are y'all familiar with that program?
I've heard about it.
It's an acronym. It's a long acronym. That's an
It
acronym
is
for.
one I can't remember
Yeah,
at this
I just want to
time.
call it REACH. Yes.
Yes,
we can't either,
let's
but we
just
are
call
ready.
it
Yeah.
So it's made up of licensed and are experienced professionals who do outreach and provide resources and offer resources to unhoused people, whether it be detox, rehab, permanent housing, temporary housing. Those are the type of compassionate methods I feel that are really important and what we should focus on to help people. I was really interested to hear Ms. Price say recently that she believes that every district in the city of Long Beach should have a REACH van with these professionals on there. And my question is, if this is really feasible, why isn't it already in effect?
Yeah.
Why isn't it already in effect? Yeah, we saw a surge in unhoused people during the COVID, when COVID started in the past 2 years, but the need was already there. So that's my take on it.
All right. Cool.
Crime. Let's look at the root causes of crime. Is it lack of access to higher education? Is it lack of jobs that will sustain someone in their quality of life and make them stable? I think there's, one thing I do know is that diversion programs work. I think I'm a big believer in diversion programs. In fact, there's a public defender right now who's running for city prosecutor, and he's been talking about diversion programs, and I could really get behind that. But it's hard to talk about crime and not talk about this wave of theft of catalytic converters.
Yeah.
Do you know somebody who has been affected by that?
I see on all the posts and people who've been, stealing them, and it usually cars, they're like work trucks, and they can't go to work after that. So
Right.
we've heard that.
Yeah.
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 It could be really devastating for a working class person, to have to replace that because most insurance doesn't even cover it.
Yeah.
So that has been going on for quite some time. So Senator Lina Gonzalez right now is introducing a bill, I think it's 1087, that's going to limit the sale of catalytic converters, unattached catalytic converters. So it'll limit the sale of them, who can sell them, who can purchase them unattached. And I think this would really help in averting the sale of these and the theft of these, and the sale of these in the underground market. Now, last year we had an engraving program in Long Beach that was free to some people. I think we should bring that back.
Yeah. Whoops. Uh-oh. It's cooling off.
Cooling off. Nice. That was a horrendous heat wave.
Oh yeah.
The engraving is pretty good. I like that idea.
Yeah.
And so hopefully people take advantage of it. I think it was free. I think
was
Long Beach
free.
did it, and I think the sheriffs did it over in Lakewood also.
Yeah, exactly. I think we should expand that program.
So next, we always ask people about this running, the Queen Mary.
Ah,
The Queen lives alone.
And,
Queen does.
and we talked to folks that gave us the history of it and this and that and why it's here. And,
Yeah.
and so, what are we going to do with it? You know, and
What are your thoughts?
Oh, what are my thoughts? Well, the Queen Mary was one of the very first places I went to when I came to Long Beach or to Southern California on vacation. My daughter and I just love strolling through there. I don't believe it's not going to go away.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of money continuously in this city. It's not going anywhere. It's part of us. It's ingrained in our DNA here. There's no easy answer for the Queen Mary.
It is. I mean, every time we mention it, you tell the everybody we talk to at the Great Cup conversations. We say Queen Mary, a glaze goes.
Yeah, it's just like, the sins of our fathers kind of thing, right? It's like, okay, the people that came up with the Queen Mary concept in, 1967 or, whatever.
Yeah.
Great idea at the time.
Yeah.
Great postcard.
Oh yeah. Along with the Grey Goose. Grey Goose.
How many Grey Goose? Yeah, I do remember.
Was it the Grey Goose?
It was the Spruce
I'm at a bar.
Goose.
I'm at a bar. What can I say?
Actually, we are out of Grey Goose. But that would
My
be
lag.
the Spruce Goose.
My lag.
But yeah, that too. And, yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Good intention
I know.
50-some years ago, but the upkeep is.
Yeah.
Wow. Getting back to you.
Okay.
No one person could fix the Queen Mary. It's going to take a lot.
It is.
Your core issues and something you want to bring up
to the world right now. What is your main?
When you start knocking on doors and you're not selling Girl Scout cookies, what do you tell them?
Why did Girl Scout cookies start selling right before bathing suit season is what I want to know. That is an important issue.
That's a top.
Sorry.
Well, they used to be this big, and now they're like this.
So the Girl Scouts, they got a strong lobby. They're vicious.
What do they call them? The Little Green Mafia.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
They're strong. They sell.
Strong lobby.
Good sell. They sell hard.
Oh, my core issue. If there was one thing I wanted to champion, and this is a really difficult question, y'all. It's like asking John and Yoko which one of their songs is their favorite.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah.
Or asking Yoko which one of her songs is her favorite.
Yeah, because she wrote most of them.
A lot of her own songs. If you've heard a Yoko Ono song, we're not going to.
Have you heard of Imagine?
I did.
That's her
That's
song.
a good song. Yeah.
That's her song. It's based on a book.
Cheers to that.
Yes.
So core issues.
Core issues. If I absolutely have to choose, you guys are going to make me choose? Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. We're twisting your arm.
Mental health.
Okay.
That's a good one.
That's a core one. It's not the only one, but it's a core one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. So we're about ready to wrap it up, and we have 3 fun questions.
Okay.
We think they're fun.
Okay.
And this is very, very, very touchy situation between him and I.
Yeah, it's very touchy.
Okay.
It's
There's a debate as to which question to ask.
No, it's just that we debate on it, especially when we have the red cups in our hand.
we debate on a lot of stuff, and a lot of it is nonsense. But
A lot of it's nonsense.
first question: Star Trek versus Star Wars.
Now, why are y'all gonna do me like that?
We do everybody like everybody gets that question.
Sorry, honey. Star Trek.
There we go. So this is our debate. He's a Star Wars guy. I'm a Star Trek guy.
I dress up like Chewbacca.
See?
I'm Chewbacca.
Chewbacca.
And then I have a stuffed animal.
So why
Chewbaby.
Then why Star Trek?
Love Star Trek.
You're a
And I
Trekkie.
love the
You've been a
history
Trekkie.
behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the history behind it. I love that Lucille Ball had a big hand in making
Right.
that happen. I just love that history.
Gotcha.
But I do love Star
There you
Wars.
go.
Oh, there you go.
Some thought.
So what is it? 2-1? What is it? Who's won?
I don't know.
Oh,
We have to go back. We have to start getting a tally board up here.
Yeah, we do. We got to send somebody back there so people can
Let's
see
start.
it.
Yeah,
Start
let's start
tallying
with
up.
me. Okay.
Why don't you take the next one here?
And,
Favorite 80s band?
I
I see you like music.
love music.
Yes.
You too.
Oh, all right.
You
Cool.
too.
That's good.
But
Uh-oh.
then there's Vicente Fernandez. If you don't know Vicente,
Yeah, I do.
you should.
Is that,
I know
is
he's
that
not a
80s?
band.
Is that 80s though?
He's
it's like
every
it was like
decade.
60s, 60s,
He's
70s, 80s,
every
90s.
decade. You can't.
The aughts, the
you can't
tens,
pigeonhole
part of the
him
20s.
into one decade.
Our final question, which is probably the hardest question
Okay.
we can ask you.
Okay, I'm ready.
What's in the red cup?
Always water.
It's always water. All right, everyone. Thank you. It is race weekend here in Long Beach. If you have a chance, go to the Long Beach Grand Prix. Long Beach Grand Prix. Actually, you're going to see this after the Grand Prix. Hope you had a good time at the Grand Prix. Stay safe. Be nice to each other and vote. Everybody needs to vote.
And if you
Vote,
get a
vote.
chance, if this airs before the 15th, come and see me over at Liberation on Atlantic.
Yes.
Good
on
beer.
the 15th
It's good beer.
at 6 o'clock. We'll be there.
All right.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.